Welcome back, gang. It's Deltia from DeltiasGaming.com, and this episode of Destiny in Detail, I want to get out a quick video on my favorite grind in Destiny 2. Essentially, what this grind allows you to do is, as soon as you have access to Titan, either level up really fast and or gear up really fast, specifically to 260 and beyond. So what you will need is, obviously, access to Titan. The reason Titan is so good, and I'll show you in this video, is basically there's two public events, both of which are easy to do. You can almost do them solo, and they're easy to flip into heroic mode, which I'll explain. As soon as they're done, the other one goes on cooldown of 4 minutes. You can speed it up. Essentially, you can race back from one to the other, complete it. And in the meantime, in between those things, you can do lost sectors, kill high-value targets, loot regional chests, do patrols. It's crazy, crazy XP, loot. So let's get after it. Two things that will help you even more is talking to the Eververse. So you can get this in the tower or in the farm. There's a little token here. Increases your XP gained. XP, doesn't matter if you're endgame or not, it will help you get better gear. The second thing that I found in one of them Bright Ingrams is this. Twilight Chill. So 10% more experience while on Titan, 10% more glimmer gains. Those two things, oh mama, let's get started. The reason this is so good is basically there's two locations with these public events. Now you can be, I think, at level 10 or something and get to Titan, but it's the fact that they basically respawn back to back to back. And there's also other things you can do in between, okay? So I'm playing a Arc Warlock, my favorite spec right now, for just nuking and juking. And you can also supercharge, get a free supercharge right here by rallying to the flag and also speeding up the time between the event. In between events, another reason this is so spectacular is these guys. These little dudes here do drop currency, okay? High value targets if you don't know. They're definitely worth doing in between. See? You get your currency, you do get a chance at getting some engrams, you know, I can't talk. Okay, so we got the token. Now you'll see there's about 148 left. Usually what I do is there's about one in per area is a patrol. Patrol those little gray icons. The ones you're going to want is the timer. So what that'll allow you to do is basically either survey an area or go find something real quick. Let's see if we can find it here. Ta-da! Grab this patrol. And usually you can complete it if it's a survey or find something real quick within a minute. So, okay, so it's an area survey. These are super simple, right? So it's taking me just about a minute to get here. This thing is going to be active in, what, 5 seconds, 4 seconds? So what we can do is get the survey done and then zoom back over here. This location is actually where the other event starts. So once this is done, this thing will go on a cooldown or a timer and start as well. The first public I'm going to show you is on the rig, and this can be one of two things, and usually it's the witches ritual, which is a little bit more difficult. Essentially, there's two pads, two witches, both of which are shielded. So what you're going to need to do is stand on the pads, both one person is all it takes, and then it'll drop the shield down on the witch. So the more people around, you'll have a lot of these little ads here. So I like to play the warlock so I can put my heal circle down, or just, you know, use a super and nuke everything. But you're going to want to stand on those pads, defend yourself, nuke them down, and then get those witches down. Once you get the two witches down, what will happen is there'll be crystals up in the ceiling. You're going to need to destroy those. If you can do that within a short amount of time, what will happen is it'll activate the heroic mode, summoning a big, huge, nasty dude, which, you know, will take a lot of damage. So you can see right there, we got it down. You see the shield on the crystal there? So you have to make sure you're standing in the circle. It drops. I can't aim. You can see that. Don't make fun of me in the comments, please. Kev's helping me. Thank you. But we get those down, and that will summon the heroic mode. What I like to do is save your supers, save your heavy ammo for that specific instance, and you can cross shoot them as well. So if that's going on, or you're having trouble with the melee, you know, you can save everything for the last bit, because when Big Daddy comes out, you'll see he likes to chop me up. So that's how you activate the first heroic. The next heroic is in Siren's Watch, just about 30 seconds away, and it's much easier. You can actually do it solo, though it's very hard. it figures this big old tank thing, and you're going to want to shoot the legs. What you're going to do is shoot the legs. It'll open up and show like its engine core. You're not going to want to destroy the first one. You want to get these little orbs, these arc charges. You take that and you put them in the sides here. That's going to basically give you access to the Scorch little weapon, which is like a missile launcher for free. And also, it's going to proc the heroic modes. There's about 6 of these things. I can get it down to about 30 seconds if I'm doing it solo, but if you have someone else in your team, it's much easier. Another tip is pick up these Scorch cannons and focus fire on one leg. Don't do them all, so it has an HP threshold. As soon as it drops the engine, don't start killing it. If you kill the first one too fast, guess what? You're not going to spawn heroic, and that is the goal. The reason why heroic's so important is just because of the rewards, right? So that's what's going to give you the chance to get exotic, legendaries, and give you better rewards and currency. So it's worth doing just a little extra work in order to proc that second tank. And if people are around and they're not doing it, hey, you just gotta take it and do it. Also, as soon as they're down, boom, get them Scorch cannons, start letting them supers go, throw them grenades, and nuke these 2 things down. Heroic time.
You know what that means.
A couple other things to be aware of in Siren's Watch is there is some high value targets right in the corner here. So if you are facing it, I would recommend killing this guy before you have to go do the heroic. He will also drop the chest right in the corner regardless of where you kill him. Another high value target in Siren Watch spawns on either the top ledge or right below, right by that rig boss as well, and a patrol. So these are the 2 that you can focus on, and there's also a third one in the corner I'm going to show you. Another spawn location here is just a little bit up from where I just showed you, right by the rig. So all 3 high value target spawn locations are really close together. I highly recommend doing these in between the heroics for a massive amount of loot. In that same location where the Fissure Knight is, you might find these servitors either in that little hallway I just went by or up on the ledge. And they're going to have a little sign in the bottom left of your corner, Fallen Scavengers are nearby. It's kind of like a regional chest. It had really, really good rewards. So you come up on this ledge where that guy was, I was checking it, and you got 2 servitors. So usually I just pop whatever I got, nuke them down, and then it's actually going to be in that little hallway that they're going to go to is where the chest is going to be. So this is something you can do in between doing the salvage missions, getting regional chests, collecting resources, and then also getting those public events done. I'm telling you, I went from level 20 with 200 power level to 260 in an hour just doing these simple little sweeps back and forth. It's not the most fun gameplay, it is a bit repetitive, but if you're leveling alts like me and just trying to get familiar with the game, hopefully this helps you. I don't know if this is the best grind in the world, but it's something like a new player like me can do pretty much solo and still get a lot of good rewards right away. So hopefully this helps you guys. Thanks, leave a comment. We're going to get in some combat tips and basics later. Weapon evaluations, armor, builds, Destiny 2. I'm feeling it, loving it. Thanks for watching.